Folks, today we are here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're going to head into the Heinz History Center. There's something in there I've been wanting to see for a long time. Dawn, are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do this. Welcome to Pittsburgh, right?
Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Merry Christmas. So Heinz got its start just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, packing pickles. But they're known for ketchup, and I love ketchup. You like ketchup too. I think everybody loves ketchup. We're gonna head into the Heinz History Center. There's something very unique in there. And if you've watched our channel for a while, you'll know I've talked about this plenty of times, and I can't believe we have made it. Senator John Heinz History Center. So it was $20 a person to get in. And oh my goodness, look at this. H.J. Heinz. Pittsburgh, USA. So this is a 1936 Ford Deluxe sedan. And the whole body is made out of stainless steel. Well, that won't rust. That's not going to rust on you, is it? And a humongous cannon. This is a Rodman gun, 1864. Wow, this thing actually worked. That's one heck of a projectile that comes out of there. Don't forget about the mustard. They made that too. Dawn's got her own seat at the back of the bus.
The cushioning, they're nice and soft.
This is pretty cool. Yeah, so this would have been their classic trolley cars that ran the city. So far, so good. Just recently, Hirschland Entertainment has bought Kennywood, and this is an old racer train, an old roller coaster train from 1927. And Kennywood's been around for a long time. It's a very old park. And yeah, it's part of the Hirschland family. Sitting in these rockers waiting for Dawn. Nice little place to relax. I love old neon. And they got a few signs here. So there's 6 levels. And towards the end of the video, we're going to get to one of the things I'm super excited for. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to walk through. They have a sports area here. Doug Opperman, the National Marble King. Wow, that's really cool. They even had a crown and all that. Press the button to ride the boat. Oh wow, it still works. What do you think of that? If I was a kid, I'd probably be sitting in there for hours. And Barry Bonds uniform. Even have his bat. Yeah, so you have the Pittsburgh Pirates, and then you have the Pittsburgh Penguins, which is their hockey team, and then you have the Steelers, which is their football team, and basketball. Do they have a basketball team here?
They might.
I don't know. And here's a vintage uniform. Honus Wagner coaching uniform from 1938. Oh wow! So Honus Wagner, he's known for his baseball card, and of course baseball, but you know his baseball card's very collectible, one of the most collectible cards out there. Honus Wagner was considered the greatest shortstop of all time. The uniform is courtesy of the Pittsburgh Pirates Baseball Club, so I'm assuming I think it's the real deal. I always like looking at the old stadium seats. And that one there is the really cheap seats, Don. Yeah. Another famous Pittsburgh Pirate was Robert Clemente. Hey, Don, I think I might sell you and buy a new car. Okay. Because if you were that real card, you'd be worth a lot of money.
Is this the real card here?
Yeah, that's the card. Yeah. And that's the famous card right there. Hello, Honus.
How much do you think it's worth?
I'm not sure what the card is worth anymore. It used to be worth a lot, though.
Coach came to town to make sure he didn't have to. Larry Bruno's coaching helped Namath take his game.
6 Super Bowls. The one thing about Pittsburgh is they like sports here, and they're very good at it as well. And Franco Harris's Super Bowl rings. And a little area dedicated to Steelers fans. And it looks like they're a crazy bunch of guys, right? And gals. And the Pittsburgh Penguins. I grew up as a Red Wings fan, and they were always a tough team. Got some big names, too. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Their sports area is very, very nicely done. Probably one of the better museum presentations I've seen. Very, very informative. And we're not going to get into every little thing, because most folks out here watch this video probably won't understand, nor will I, because I'm not a Pittsburgh fan. But it was good to see it. That's not the real Lord Stanley, but it's a very good replica. I got to actually I think I got to hold there's like 2 cups technically. You have the real Lord Stanley. It was in Toronto. I think the touring one or something I got to hold, something like that. Oh my goodness, this place is huge. I mean, we've been here for like, I don't know, half hour, and we haven't even got off the first floor yet. So we made it to the 4th floor, and this is the floor I'm excited about. No, there's something else more than just ketchup. You'll see. But first we're going to learn about Heinz, right? I mean, you have to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's do it. Born in 1844, Henry John Heinz grew up in Sharpsburg. His parents, John and Anna, had come home from Germany, drawn by an opportunity in this region. He began by packaging and selling his mother's horseradish. I love horseradish. You don't like it? I like it. So I thought it was pickles. I guess maybe pickles were the thing that they got successful on, but it was actually horseradish. And Henry Heinz was quite the little entrepreneur. A recipe for success. So this is an ivory figurine from 1910. And there's a postcard of the Heinz residence. So these are some of the things that were in the home. And Heinz can be found everywhere. And they've also patented their looks and of the bottle. And here's some of the advertisement, some of the things to remind you of Heinz. Yeah, they're kind of like the Budweiser Clydesdales in a way. That was their mascot. Here's a leather pouch that you can put your pickles in. Actually, it's a salesman sample of the different size of pickles they sold. And Heinz pretty much sells everything all around the world. They even got into peanut butter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, tomato soup. I love this crock pot. Heinz oven-baked beans. These would have been in the cafes, and they'd have them on the counter, and folks say, hey, can I get a cup of beans? So these would have been the white caps that the employees would wear while they're preparing bottles, little bonnets. And Heinz sells more than 650 million bottles of ketchup every year. And Heinz probably sells me at least 20 bottles of that 6 million. Maybe more. I bet you it's more. We eat a lot of ketchup. Ketchup's good with everything, right?
I like the ketchup though. Especially on French fries.
Yeah. French fries, oh my gosh. Could you imagine a world without ketchup?
I don't think
And French fries without ketchup?
French fries and ketchup.
No, I like mixing mustard and ketchup
Yeah.
into my fry like mix. So this eagle sculpture was on the cupola in the entrance of the Heinz company. And there are just some of the artifacts from the area. Mr. Rogers, well, of course you all know he's from Pittsburgh, but they actually have the sets here. They have all the things we grew up with.
And the music.
And the music. Let's go ahead and check this out. If you grew up in the 80s like I did, you know Mr. Rogers. They have a cat's meow treehouse. So Henrietta and X the Owl lived here. This is the actual set. And this is Fred Rogers' sweater from 1985. He was a little guy. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He was a size medium, right?
Yeah.
But that's his actual sweater. It's just the way I remember it. Did you watch Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
PBS?
Who didn't watch him?
Who didn't watch Mr. Rogers? There's his shoes. And he used to come in every afternoon. He would change his shoes out, right? He'd come right in that door right there. Yeah, there's a little episode right there. Yeah, he's going to take off his sweater. Yeah, he's going to put the sweater in the closet, huh? Have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too. And they've even made movies about him. Oh my goodness, Don, here are some of the props. Oh, Lady Elaine, Fairchild, neighborhood of make-believe. Lady Elaine, Fairchild. Out of the corner of my eye, I've been catching this the whole time, and I just couldn't wait to get over here. Oh my goodness, Dawn, look. And there's King Friday and his wife, Sarah. And I think it was Prince Tuesday, right? Probably. Yeah. It's been a while. Trust me, it's been probably 20 years since I see Mr. Rogers. But that is the actual set. That was the one that we all had watched growing up. And it's actually bigger in real life than I thought it would have been. And it was nothing more than a puppet show. There were so many episodes, so many things that you learn as a young person watching that. Always that hidden message. Oh my goodness, that's Daniel the tiger. They were just nothing more than puppets, Dawn. Yeah. Nothing more than puppets. You know, when you were...
Two ducks, a cat, and a chipmunk.
But when you were a kid, they were more than just puppets. And Anna, the platypus. I don't remember who he was. It's been so long. He used to wear Sperry's. I didn't know that. I think I heard the opening theme song about 30 times. People use clothing to express themselves and to make a statement or take a stand. And here is some of Mr. Rogers' outfits and some of the costumes they used on the TV show. He always put on a sweater and tennis shoes at the beginning of each show. Mr. Rogers wore Banana Republic. Yeah, wow. Liz Claiborne. Mr. Rogers was stylish. Yeah, he wasn't like, like a nerdy, I don't know what you would call him, Yeah. He was stylish. He wasn't really, he wasn't like a pencil pusher or something. Liz Claiborne, John Henry shirt. Wow. There's Officer Clemens' jacket. Remember Officer Clemens? Yep, there's a little kiddie pool, right? Yep, here's some of the ties Fred had worn during the episodes.
This is really neat. It's got tennis shoes on there, his castle. Someone homemade that for me. Gift of Julian Rogers.
So
The owl in the tree house. All the stuff he represents.
Fred occasionally preached at the Sixth Presbyterian Church. And they've got so many interesting things, just local history, different police badges. Check out these old marionettes. Some of them are creepy. Monkey lift. So it's an old coin-operated. I think it's like one of those things where you squeeze the handle or something. You know what I mean? Like Love Meter or something.
Yeah. I think that's how Donkey Kong got created.
Maybe. Oh, the little doll houses and all kinds of toys. Oh boy, I remember those Halloween costumes. They're kind of frightening in a way. Oh, look at the Yogi Bear one. Yeah. And I remember the boxes they came in too.
I remember those.
So you had those same costumes too.
Similar ones like that, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like different, but
Where's the rabbit?
look at these old toys. And they got a nice collection. What did you think about Mr. Rogers?
It was pretty cool to see it because we used to watch it as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, and the sets were just amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I thought they would have more of the puppets. Maybe they did at one time. Maybe they've lent them to other museums, or I don't know. But I'll have to do a little research and see if the other puppets are available somewhere else. But that was really cool. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I don't know if I got that right, we're gonna make a snappy today. I'm holding my jacket, I can't snap. Now that song's in my head, and I ain't going to get rid of it. And you know you're in the north because we call it pop. Another thing manufactured here was glass.
There's a glass conveyor belt.
Yeah, lots and lots of glass. Yeah, there's like a soda, bottles by the billions. So Pittsburgh is a big factory city, and I know them for steel. In fact, a lot of the steel in our big buildings and pretty much everything in America at one time had come from Pittsburgh. But I didn't know that glass was a thing. And yeah, and also ketchup and mustard and pickles and canning goods and all kinds of fun stickers. Oh wow, that's a cool one there. Yeah, they even have a
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers magnet. They got a really nifty gift shop. Yeah, pins and postcards. Rosie the Riveter. Everything ketchup your heart desires, even pickles. We're gonna head into Primanti Brothers Bar and Grill. Stacked high since 1933, Italian white bread loaded with meat, melted provolone, tomatoes, fresh cut fries, and coleslaw. And that's what they're known for here in Pittsburgh. So Dawn's gonna get the turkey and cheese, and I'm gonna get the corned beef and cheese. They have 3 locations. I'm not sure which one was the original. One of them's in the stadium. You got this one here, and then there's another one. This one here was the closest, so that's where we came. But I do like the atmosphere in here. It's a local favorite. They've been making sandwiches since 1933. You might remember seeing this place on those TV shows. And they take the fries, they take the coleslaw, and they put it all in the sandwich. Everything goes into the sandwich. So you can pick it all up with one hand and just go to the town. And these sandwiches are huge. And this is one of the stops I've been wanting to do for quite a while. That's part of the reason why we made our trip to Pittsburgh, was to get one of these sandwiches, see Mr. Rogers, you know what I mean? So here is my corned beef. Take a load of that. Of course, the french fries are in there, the coleslaw is in there, and it looks absolutely delicious. Now, Dawn got the turkey and cheese.
Put some tomatoes in it.
You can see the coleslaw, the fries are in it. Go ahead and just try to pick up one side. Look at the size of that thing.
Oh my God.
Holy moly. We'll be taking some of this home tonight, won't we? Let's get a side view. Oh my goodness. Look at all that turkey down in there. That thing is huge. Right off the grill. There must be at least a half a pound. Coleslaw, tomato. Oh my goodness. I think I died and went to sandwich heaven. Dawn is using the Heinz. The fries are like fair fries. Oh my goodness. The fries are... And this is what they call Market Square. Yeah, dinner was amazing tonight. I thought it was great. It's always great to eat where all the locals eat the, things that they're known for. Every town, every city has got something that's unique. And, it was good. It was good. Now let's go ahead and get our car out of hock. Upside down pineapple. And we drove about a mile away, and there's something else I wanted to check out before we call it a day. Fred Rogers, March the 20th of 1928 to February the 27th of 2003. Oh my goodness, Don, they're playing his music. Yeah, that's Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers. That's a very interesting statue.
Why didn't they make him smooth?
I don't know why they didn't make him smooth. I guess he kind of got a rough look, right? You know what it is? Mr. Rogers was so clean, they had to make him rough, right? Sooner or later.
He looks like he's got gold teeth.
He's got gold teeth?
Yeah. I always want to go there and go.
He's got this arch here. Yeah, Mr. Rogers is looking at Pittsburgh across the river.
It's raining.
You know that it's all right to marvel.
The first professional football game was played a few blocks northwest of here, and that's where the Pittsburgh Steelers play, right across the street from Mr. Rogers. We're gonna be here for a day or so, just exploring. Never been here before, but the city looks really good, and it's very clean.
Yeah.
I find it to be very clean, and just a very nice town. There's a tunnel. You got to go through a tunnel just to get to Pittsburgh. Of course, there's a lot of trains and all kinds of good stuff. Take it in the rain.
Yep. In the rain.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I watched them as a kid though, growing up. So.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody has seen or know who Mr. Rogers is. But folks, that's going to do it for today here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for joining us on our little adventure today. Now it's time to have your own. We love you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they'll take you to see the countryside, driving all over Tennessee in their little yeller Jeep. You can come along wherever they go, all you gotta do is watch the show, so be sure you tune in. Don, would you do this again?